Hi, everyone. It's time to start English Lightning Talk. Okay. My name's Reina, and she's Shoko. You must be wondering why we are dressed up like this. Okay. The story is the producer of this session reached me out saying that this year's theme is "It's a small world," and that's it. I don't know why. Okay. Okay, let me move on to the rule of lightning talk. Every speaker has to make the presentation in only 4 minutes, and we will announce the winner at Beaver's Party this year, so please join us later. The winner will be selected by the Technology Conference Executive Committee chairs and the presenters of all other sessions. So, the first presenter, are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure how we do. Okay, let's move on to the first presentation. The first presenter is Paul McMahon. The title is Tokyo's International Developer Community.
Okay, well, Okay, well, my title is a bit different than that, but basically, I'm the organizer of an international community here in Japan called Tokyo Rubios Meetup. And at this event, Japanese Rubios give presentations in English. So I'm really glad to have this opportunity here to talk to you about how we can make Tokyo's development community more international. So my story begins with Ruby, a programming language invented by a Japanese developer. And Ruby's kind of special in that a lot of the core contributors whose language itself are Japanese. But the community around the language and the people who use the language are from all over the world. And so at Japan's biggest Ruby conference 2 years ago, one theme that came up several times was that there's a bit of a gap between the Japanese community and the international community. So this got me thinking, what can I do to close this gap? And so I thought, I'm an international developer here in Tokyo, and I know lots of other international developers living here. So what if we were to get together with the Japanese developers living in Tokyo? And so I started this group, Tokyo Rubios Meetup. And I'm very happy that the group is about half Japanese and half international. So it's really a bilingual group. And so I want to share with you some lessons I've learned from organizing this event in the hope that you're inspired to go out and create your own event. So my first lesson is use Doorkeeper for your event registration. Some of you might know this, but it's also actually my product, so I'm a bit biased about this one. One thing that really worked well for me was to involve the existing international and Japanese communities from the beginning. Basically, from the beginning, I had a lot of support from Japanese Ruby communities like Asakusa RB, who were really enthusiastic about the idea of having an English language Ruby community, and they helped me get the word out to other people about it. And so yeah, not only did these existing communities provide me with great PR in the beginning, but they were also a good source of speakers. And through my event, I've tried different formats, but I found if you have one Japanese speaker and one international speaker, you tend to get the best mix of participants there. And I found that one thing that greatly influences who participates is where you hold it. Like one time I had this idea, let's have a party in Yoyogi Park. And so this idea was a lot more popular with the international audience than the Japanese. But then when I had a very similar party at an office, I had a much more balanced attendee. And one thing that I found worked well for my event is I have beer from the beginning of the event, even before the talks. And this helps create more of a casual atmosphere and helps Japanese get a bit more confidence to speak English. So I hope some of you will go out there and try and create your own event. And so if you do, I'd suggest you talk to existing international communities, talk to people like me, and try and get an international and Japanese speaker from the beginning. Hold it at some normal place and serve some beer. And if you aren't ready yet to create your own event, there are also tons of existing international.
Okay, that's the end of the presentation. Just quick announcement for the presenter from outside of Rakuten. We'll give the kobo. Somebody please give the kobo to Paul. Oh, okay. See, maybe later. Please enjoy the life with kobo. Okay, the next presenter is Yuya Kakui.
Okay.
Okay, English and Scrum, my globalization.
Hello.
Here we go.
Okay. Hello, I'm Yuya. I would like to talk about this title. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I joined Rakuten in 2011 and in charge of affiliate service development. When I joined Rakuten, the a big challenge stood up against me. Its name is Englishnization. Englishnization's identity is the following. The first is TOEIC. We need to get a certain score. Second is writing and reading documents. Third is meeting. Of course, there are many things in Englishnization. At first, I tried to climb up a big wall named Englishnization by myself. However, I don't know how to study. So, my desk is only piled up textbook. And I can't maintain my motivation. So, I quit it after 3 days. It's Mikabos in Japanese. So my first challenge was game over. The other hand, as for development, we can share how to develop. We can maintain motivation. Why? I think the answer is Scrum. Scrum is iterative and incremental agile software development method. So I came to idea. We can apply Scrum to Englishnization. So let's start Scrum with Englishnization. Our Englishnization Scrum has 2 events. One is daily Scrum. The other is retrospective. Daily Scrum share the following 4 points. First is what we should study today. Second, what we are studying now. Third, we finished studying yesterday. Fourth is problem. Retrospective discuss the following 3 points. First is what we should skipping. Second is problem. Third is next try. So the more the sprint progress, the more the sprint improve. So I would like to show improvement example. I have problem, I don't know how to study. My team member said, I know is good for listening. So I study now, I know. And I can't maintain motivation. My team member will share the time to start studying. In doing so, Mikabos fully aware. So my sprint is continue to improve. Finally, I would like to talk about my globalization. I got TOEIC 780 score, and I could attend overseas conference in San Francisco. Of course, my globalization is continuing. That's all. Thank you for listening.
Okay, Yuya, congratulations for TOEIC score improving. Okay, the next presenter is Xuping Huang. The title is Data Authenticating Using Information Hiding. Are you ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you for cheering up and for the two speakers. And I would like to talk something serious. Oh, this is not my...
Okay.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to talk about the data authentication using the information hiding. Xuping Huang is talking. I'm a PhD student. And this is my education. I got a double bachelor's and I came to Japan to have my master and PhD degree here. And now let's move to the motivation. What I want to do is that, and nowadays many companies, for example, Google and Facebook just collected our personal information, and some hackers just use it, and in a malicious way, they will modify it and upgrade it and upload to the YouTube. For example, there is Toyota cars problem. There was people who modified the experiment video and uploaded it to YouTube, which makes the Toyota has a recall event, and it's caused very great financial damage. And the other person is just his DNA card has been modified by the police, so he has to be in the jail for more than 17 years. So what I want to do is just to fix this problem. How to fix it? Many people use a digital signature to verify whether it's an original one. But the digital signature is appended to a header, so it is quite easily to be moved. It will never work after that. So what I want to do is just to add something into the contents itself. So this is a scenario here. We have a record, and it's an investigation tape here, and we have the original one here. So we want to extract the hash data and put it embedded into the content itself. So if it is not tampered, we will get the cover data because the algorithm will be a lossless one. But if it is tampered, we will say that we can identify which part has been modified and which part will be suspicious. So, but how to do this? Our human being can hear sound between 20 Hz to 20 kHz. So what I want to do is just to find some quiet space here. And as we know, that in high frequency domain, the amplitude will be very low, and the human being will be difficult to distinguish the differences in high frequency domain. So what we want to do is just to hide some information in high frequency domain here. So this is a simulation. In the right side, there was a high frequency domain. So what I want to do is just shift the date to reserve the date capacity to hide some information here. And we can hide everything here. We can hide a digital signature here and something. And we mark one to say that we have embedded one here. Oh. This is the results. The left side is the staggered and the right side is the differences. So we can see that we can hide a very huge, big amount of dates into the right side. And we want to say, oh, the quality is very good, even though we hide something special into it. I would like to, if we hide a hash here, if we just cut or addition or deletion or modification, we can detect everything. So what I did is just to develop a reversible audio watermarking. And what I want to do is just to control the distortion. And we could detect which part has been modified. And I suppose it's very interesting. And it's timing down. So do you have any questions? I have a demo too. If you would like to hear, I would like to play the demo here.
彼は以前から科学技術の進歩と人間の勇気が遥かな宇宙への旅を可能にしたのだと考えていました。
And now let's stagger one.
彼は以前から科学技術の進歩と人間の勇気が遥かな宇宙への旅を可能にしたのだと考えていました。
Thank you for the presentation, Xuping. Wow, I couldn't identify the difference. Okay. So the third presenter is Um, it's hard to pronounce. Hageyahhoo, the hero. The title is How Do You Like Adopt? Okay.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Hiroyuki Ito, so please call me Hiro. Tonight, I'll talk about adapt model. It's useful for everyone who wants to change. It's my profile. I am a certified Scrum Master, and I'll be certified Scrum Product Owner. I attended CSPO session yesterday by Jeff Patton-san. What is adapt? Adapt is a useful model for discussing the change. This idea is proposed by Mike. He is famous for co-founder of Scrum Alliance. ADAPT is the acronym of awareness, desire, ability, promotion, and transfer. That's awareness is waking up to the fact that past ways are no longer working. And desire is having the desire to make the change with Agile and or Scrum for overcoming the present problems. And ability is the ability to be Agile. And promotion is promoting Agile and or Scrum to other development units. And finally, transfer is transferring Agile and or Scrum to other non-development units. It's very difficult. And how is it useful? Why this model is useful? We can discuss change with these three levels for individuals, teams, and organizations. For example, I'm at ability, but my teams are at desire, but my organization is only awareness. And this model, when we need to change, we should start from awareness at first. We need to know why we should change. We tend to think at first to do Agile precisely, but if it doesn't not work well because they don't know why Scrum or Agile is necessary for them. So awareness is necessary for Agile apprentices to be Agile. Adapt model is written and Succeeding with Agile, written by Mike Consan. And we are holding the reading club of Succeeding with Agile monthly around Shinagawa. So how do you like Shinagawa Agile Reading Club? That's all. Thank you very much.
Are you okay, Hiro? Hiro, okay. Thank you for your presentation. Okay, the next is Tarun from Rakuten. The title is Dive into HTML5.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm afraid of that bell. I'll finish it quickly. Okay, let's start. I'm Tarun from Smart Device Technologies Department, Rakuten. Today, I'm going to introduce you some of the HTML5 tools. Suppose if we start with HTML5, we think about the cross-browser issues there. I will explain you introduce you some of the tools which makes you not bother about those cross-browser issues. Okay, before going directly into the development tools, just I'm going to explain why HTML5. You know that HTML5 provides advanced JavaScript APIs. And here comes the question. Does all the APIs support in all browsers or not? The answer is obvious, it's no. Then how? we have some development tools which makes us to move forward in HTML5. Okay, let's go to HTML5. Let's use HTML5 Shield. What it do? Let's take an example. I have the markup with new HTML5 element article, and here I opened it in IE 6, 7, 8, but IE won't recognize the new HTML5 markup element. So I included the HTML5 Shield script in the head, and then again opened it in the Internet Explorer. It just recognized the article element. It's styled as the way I given the properties there. And next, Modernizer. How Modernizer helps us? Let's look into the example. Modernizer is nothing but the feature detection tool. How Modernizer helps us? So this is my markup here. This is a markup without Modernizer. Suppose my target now is to make a desktop version and the smartphone version using the same markup and the same logic. Now, how Modernizer helps me? Just I included the Modernizer script in the head. It tells me when I opened it in a desktop browser, it dynamically adds a class noTouch to the HTML element. Then it tells me that the browser, that is a desktop version. Then I can fix it like I can fix the issues in two ways, using JavaScript way and the CSS way. Here are the two ways. And can I use .com? Suppose we have so many HTML5 and CSS3 features. Suppose you want to check the browser support, you can use this website. And if you want the HTML, suppose you want to directly enter into HTML5 without bothering about anything. You don't know how to fix the issues and anything. Just we have web template like HTML5 boilerplate. We have to just download it and start using HTML5. Okay, HTML5 inside our department, Smart Device Technologies department. We want to make a site for both the, we want to use the same markup and same logic, but we want to make site for mobile version and desktop version. How we made it? By using the HTML5 tools and some of the CSS3 media queries and everything, we have made the smartphone version of the same site. Okay, when we look into the HTML5 development around the world, LinkedIn shocked everyone by making their iPad with 95% HTML5 and 5% native. And also New York Times made its web app.
Okay, that's the end of the presentation. Thank you, Tarun, for your presentation. Okay, the next is Marat. The title is Hacking in Agile Way. Let me know when you're ready. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Hi, my name is Marat, and I'm going to explain you how we do security in agile way. I don't think anyone ever did that, so please listen carefully. This is how you do security in normal development. So the blue line depicts you develop code, produce it like in whatever you use, agile, waterfall. Then you give all you produce to QA, and they test it. And after QA, security guys start testing for vulnerabilities, and eventually they find a lot of vulnerabilities in your code because you never did security before. So the problem is you can't predict how many vulnerabilities they find. What if they find 1,000 vulnerabilities? Then you will have to fix it, and sometimes it requires you rewriting your whole code completely. So you ruin your deadline, and all your customers will be mad with you, and project manager will probably fire you. So how we do it agile way, hot topic. So for Kanban approach, we select one scapegoat, security champion, and he'll be responsible for all security your team does. And there are going to be two types of activities you decide. One is implement, and another is check. Implement means you create swim lane like this. Well, it's just model of Kanban. In security lane, you put, okay, I need to do this and this and this, and my code becomes secure. And check is a workflow step, which basically defines the set of procedures which need to be performed on each piece of code you produce. For example, check it for cross-site scripting vulnerabilities or SQL injection vulnerabilities. In Scrum, its approach is a little bit different. So let's consider ideal Scrum where all team members are equal. So you decide randomly who will do what. So you don't need to have a dedicated security champion. You just decide each sprint, okay, you're going to be the security champion this sprint now. So, and you define, you make a definition of done for like check for security, and he'll be responsible for that. You put it on somewhere on Wiki maybe, or like make a checklist. And implement security measures that are going to be just tickets in your software like Jira or Redmine. And then you create a user story basically for tickets. Let's say user wants security. I mean, users do want security. I mean, some of them just don't realize they want it, but apparently they all do. You put a lot of points for that because it's quite an important task. And you decide a daily huddle for security. Like today, we're going to implement validators, like make sessions secure. I don't know if it tells you anything. I'm not a developer too. So another modern trend is test-driven development. I mean, since you can automatize everything you can do, why don't you automatize security as well? Just write tests for everything you can. Make strict, for example, if you want to check the header, required header, strict transfer security set, write a test. And since it's test, if it doesn't pass, then it means you can release your code. Very convenient. And then it becomes like this, consequential to activities. Developers, QA, and in the end, you start with practicing, then where you write unit tests and learn how to do security. Then you run continuous integration tests, which is automated basically, so you just need to check whether it's green or red. And in the end, you do security review by yourself by checking just the checklist you had at the practicing phase, at the red phase. So it's very convenient. And many developers can incorporate it. Sorry.
Okay, you ran out of the time. Thank you for presentation, Marat. So the next speaker is Akihiro Matsuura. The title is What I Talk About When I Talk About Cocos to the X. Let me know when you are ready. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's start get it. So, in my presentation today, what I talk about when I talk about Cocos 2DX. So, simply put, I'd like to talk about Cocos 2DX. First of all, I introduce myself briefly. I'm Akihiro Matsuura, mobile application developer. My company is Shuhari Inc., and I'm working at Smart Education as a chief engineer. We are a startup, and we are developing an educational application for children, like kindergarten kids and elementary school students. Secondly, I'd like to talk about Cocos 2DX. So, if you are a mobile application developer, I think you know Cocos 2D iPhone. So Cocos 2D is a very famous 2D game framework. There are a lot of games created by Cocos 2D iPhone, but we are developing our applications with Cocos 2DX. We'd like to launch iOS and Android apps. So Cocos 2DX is a game engine branched from Cocos 2D iPhone. You can use to develop iOS and Android apps. Using a single C++ code base, you can deploy your apps to multi-platforms. That's right. A single C++ code base It's really awesome. So let's change the subject. Last week, we released new application named RhythmTap. Of course, we created with Cocos2D-X. The concept of this app is that parents and children can enjoy together and real piano experience for children. It's a demo. So, to tell the truth, I couldn't play music. A few days ago, I bought a melodica for my daughter. So melodica is Japanese say pianica. So surprisingly, I could play the song of Do Re Mi on the melodica. So I have played the app a lot of times every day during developing it. So it's incredible. So it's true story. Of course, I and my daughter enjoy this app every day together. And so this app is a free application. So let's give it a try. So finally, I'd like to discuss Cocos2D-X with you. I'm looking forward to Cocos2D-X getting more popular. So please feel free to contact me if you are interested in Cocos2D-X. I'd like to thank you for listening.
Thank you, Akihiro. The application was very cute. So the next presenter is Com All Stars from Rakuten. The title is Love Begins, Peer Reading on Kobo. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, here we go.
Lab begins. Peer reading on Kobo. Summer today, lab begins. Various forms of lab has begun, you know. There is a love story. Today's story is one shy boy who loved books, a little bit unique, declining of love. One day, he found the news. The current price of Linux server fits we can read ebook. The name is, as you know, Rakuten Kobo. Then he came up with a great idea. Tell her my love with citing a passage from a book. It's his idea. Also, yes, we need Kobo. Kobo looks variable, you see? Application launch process is not so difficult. How about system? It's not so complicated. It's very simple. Yes, I need to send a love word. Yes, we need to connect the internet too. Okay, let's see more detail. How can I see on Kobo? Yes, I can do it. Let's try. There you have my lab. Oh, it's him. Thank you. To tell you the truth, I'm feeling the same as you. It's a perfect idea, don't you think so? Let's go to buy the kobo. What do you think about this love story? It's romantic, isn't it? Thank you for listening. See you next time.
Thank you. Okay, I love the shiny one kobo. It wasn't a word actually. The heart symbol. Okay. So now moving on to the next presentation. It's from Goro Otsubo. The title is PadHome Explore Real Estate Information on iPad. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Goro Otsubo, working for the Next. The Next main business is real estate information search service called Homes. Look like this. But as a research project, I developed an iPad application with totally different interaction. The concept of interaction is long and winding interaction. What does this mean? Let me show you with demo. When you open up, the application displays the real estate information with pictures. You can swipe up and swipe down. And you can also change the size of the information. Small one, medium one, large one, and extra large one. Unfortunately, in this view, the quality of map is not so good, but this is not my fault. Okay, going back to medium one, and you can set the conditions. Okay, I don't want to pay more than 50,000 yen per month. Okay, set that. Boom, the result is updated. And the area should be more than 76 square meters. Okay, this is a ridiculous condition, especially in Kichijoji area. But this app doesn't say, sorry, no results are found. Instead, try to find the closest ones to the condition you just set. And you can also change the priority of a condition. Okay, anyway, I want a house with more than 76 square meters. So you can change the priority. Come on. Come on. Okay, result is updated. And you can change, you can search the information in different way. Okay, swipe up. Okay, this apartment looks good. Mark as a favorite. And show me something like this. Okay, boom. Okay, result is shown. These are kind of logical steps to search information, but sometimes you get completely stacked. So in that case, you can try illogical step. You can swipe the screen from right to left. So every time you swipe the screen, this application displays something different, totally ignoring those conditions. So Kichijoji area is a very interesting area because there is a very expensive houses and very cheap ones. So you can, in that way, you can browse a wide variety of information. When I conducted brief user study with this program, I found out some people use this function a lot more than I expected. So why do I develop this application? Because I believe when users try to find the real estate information, they never go straight like this. Okay, here is the condition, here is the result. Never work like that. But more like they search information like this. Since where to live or what house to buy is a very big decision. So you cannot decide until you try every condition you can imagine and compare the result. Even though the final answer would be something you have never imagined. Therefore, I believe this long and winding interaction is the way to go for this application. Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much. That was very interesting presentation. Thank you. Okay. So the next presentation is Darren Cook. The title is Discovering Hidden Messages. Let me know when you're ready. Okay, here we go.
Good evening. My name is Darren Cook. I'm from QQ Trend. We're a company that does interesting things with data. My presentation tonight is a visual metaphor for data mining. I'm going to show you an image in a moment which has a secret message hidden in it. If you spot the secret message, please don't shout out just yet. Don't spoil it for everyone. Here's my image. We have a nice lady on a stone bridge. We've got trees either side. Some of you may think you've spotted it down in the bottom left, the QQ Trends logo. This is the data mining equivalent of perhaps predicting that my mum is going to give me socks this Christmas. It's not that clever. So I want to try and find something a bit more impressive than that. So I'm going to go to Filters, Edge Detect, Difference of Gaussians. And nope, we didn't find anything. Let's try something else. If whoever's got the first slide could hold it up for me, please. The next thing I'm going to try is Distort Emboss. What I'm doing here is what I like to call thrash around. So when you get a new data set, just dive in, try a few things. If this was a numeric data set, I'd be trying mean, median, standard deviation, correlations between the columns. I might run a quick machine analysis tool just to see what I can find quickly in the data. Here, we've actually managed to find something down the bottom left, but I can't read it yet. So I'm going to take another approach. I'm going to try splitting into components, CMY components. And if whoever's got the second slide could hold it up, please. Well, I just rearrange this. The second principle of the talk is know your tools. In this case, I'm using GIMP. I've split into 3 layers, and as you can see, I haven't really found anything. But what I've got is the cyan layer is on top, hiding the other 2 layers. So let me just show you the cyan layer, just the magenta layer, and just the yellow layer. And finally, we have some signal. I'd like to increase the contrast. Brightness contrast won't work. I don't have time for it. I'm going to jump straight to a more difficult tool. Whoever's got the third slide, could you hold it up, please? Thank you. And the third principle is, if you can do so, find a way to get tactile feedback from your presentation. Here you can see I'm getting immediate feedback as I try to bring out the signal, the message that is hidden. If I had to send that off to a Hadoop cluster and wait for the next morning, it's going to drive me crazy. I wouldn't find that. And my fourth principle, please, is keep the human element. At the start, use your intuition to guide your initial discovery. At the end, use the human to interpret the result you think you've discovered. A computer would not have found that message and recognized it because it's at an angle, it's not a nice font. If the computer could have recognized that, we wouldn't have an internet littered with captures that drive us crazy. Okay? And you can take those 4 principles and apply them to any data mining problem, whether it's analyzing a lot of tweets, millions of tweets, or trying to skim an extra 0.5% of the dollar-yen exchange rate, or trying to increase sales in your online web shop. Okay, my name is Darren Cook. Thank you for your time. And a round of applause for my 4 volunteers. Thank you.
Thank you, Darren. That was very exciting presentation. Okay, now we are moving to the next presenter. It's Hiroki Matsue from Rakuten. The title is LeoFS and ROMA Simple Hack. Okay. Are you ready, Hiroki? Okay, here we go.
Hi, this is Hiroki Matsue from Rakuten. Today I want to introduce ROMA and LeoFS simple hack. So I will show you a simple application of ROMA and LeoFS. So application theme is redirect link application like Bitly or a goo.guru. So and with Rakuten OSS. And today I will use ROMA and LeoFS as storage. So I show you the demo. It is very simple application. So only you put URL and it will change URL like that. So not shorten. It's more provide more longer URL. But sorry, but you can. So I have not internet connection, but you can access, and so and you can store a picture and upload. So of course a very long URL, and yes, you can see a good guy, and so yeah, you can make a more complicated mail, and you can easily create a long page home page. So yeah, by the way, this application have many advantages, like put images or take statics, how many times users access, or avoid leak private info, because you can't put this URL to Twitter too long. So by the way, how do you prepare it? So of course, use outside service is very easy way. Yeah, it's very fast. When you implement yourself, how do you implement it? You use a relational database like MySQL, and use a local disk and hard disk or NAS. Yeah, it's a good way. But how about Rakuten and LeoFS? So if you use them on this kind of application, you can get this kind of advantage, like high availability and scalability. You don't mind about storage size or something like that. And very important point is usage is very simple. So maybe some people think ROMA and LeoFS or some kind of OSS application is difficult, but it's not so difficult. So because they have a compatible interface. ROMA is memcache, has a memcache compatible interface, and LeoFS has a S3 compatible interface, like that. So, and the background of application like working like that. So ROMA storaging URL, and LeoFS storaging data. So this is backend code, a real backend code. Very simple, just store like hash. So very simple. Of course, you need to install them, and it's very easy to use. So, and what kind of situation is good for them? ROMA is, I think, good for access history or something like that, and the LeoFS is good to instead NAS or something like to reduce cost. So why don't you touch them? So please try them and enjoy hack. Thank you.
Thank you, Hiroki. Okay, now we are moving to the next presenter. The next presenter is TakuChan. The title is a basic study for face-to-face communication medium that conveys cozy actions at an early stage of a romance. Okay.
Hello, everybody. So my theme is love. So here's an attractive couple. They are walking through a town. So suddenly, the girlfriend grabs her boyfriend's sleeve, and she says, "Kiss me here." It many times happened. But many boys said, "No way, honey, so I love you, but there are lots of people. I cannot kiss you here. Everybody look at us." So, no way. So, acting cozy, this means icha is important for lovers to be happy and improve on relationship. But many lovers desire to act cozy all of the time. So, but I'm afraid it can be difficult in a public space when they are together. So I developed a face-to-face system that can communicate with my lovers in public space. So I focus on teasingly convey affection, itazura. So for example, so in a restaurant, the girlfriend left her food to the boyfriend's mouth, and he thinks, oh, she giving me food. So he opens the mouth, and suddenly she eats that instead. This is how she convey cozy. So itazura is the teasing action possible to be convey cozy. So, and I researched dating. So many couples use phone during dating in Japan. So, and more than 80% boyfriends use a phone when they are together. And it's difficult to say stop using it and look at me. This is very difficult for a girl. Maybe he says, no way, so mind your business. And this is I developed the system. This is just paint system. But when the girls painting, so that painting appears on another one. So I experienced this system, 3 couples. So girlfriends, painting. The boyfriends do Sudoku. So its experiment is 15 minutes, talk free. And 5 minutes later, paint starts. So his display is gonna be like this. Yeah. And result, so conversation increased more 160% compared with no painting. And she writes, I love you and baka crazy. So after interviews, girlfriend said, his reaction is so lovely, so I'm very excited. And boyfriend said, nobody can finish a Sudoku. But everybody said, I didn't feel bad, I couldn't solve Sudoku, but I don't mind because I love her. The system helps real and virtual convey cozy action. So I have a really unique idea. So if the staff of Own It, please do that project. So let's go to the next step. Thank you.
Okay, somebody from Onet, please contact him. Okay, the next presenter is Gara Power. The title is Rich JavaScript Applications. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Okay. Here we go.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Good evening, everybody. My name is Goro Pawar, and I'm going to give you presentation on rich JavaScript applications. So by rich JavaScript application, I mean your application should be fast, it should be modern, it should be highly responsive, it should be highly user-friendly. Still, we need to prepare it within less time and within less cost. Okay, stop it and tell me how. Use client-side MVC. What's that? It's model, view, and collection. Model, so it's heart of your application. Collection, it's list of that models. And view is user interface for previous 2. So let me explain these 3 by the Rakuten demo. So I have created here the virtual Rakuten company. And suppose, so here I can add the new employee in the virtual company. Suppose Wen came from China and I added him. So it got added twice, but it's okay. Then suppose Nguyen has come from Vietnam and I also added him to my company. Then Wen has got promotion after first quarter and Nguyen got twice promotion. So like with my application, we can add new employee in the company and the employee can get promotion. So if you look at the code, so here I have created the employee model, and which is obviously the heart of Rakuten collection. And after that, I have created one employee view. So in that, I have method render, so which is rendering that each employee. And then I have method promotion, so which is giving promotion to that employee. And then I have another view called Rakuten. So it will render the all Rakuten. And so I can add the employee with the employee method. So if you follow these 4 steps, you can create any rich JavaScript application. So if you don't believe me, I will give you the real-time example of the Rakuten Social News. So in Rakuten Social News, we have posts. So obviously these posts are the heart of our application. So each post you can vote, comment, and make it favorite. And we have a collection of these posts. And on that collection, we can do the Motto Miru. So we have implemented that client-side MVC on our site. So in short, previously we were doing that. So all the MVC was on the server, that model, view, and controllers. So client was sending the HTML request to the server and getting the HTML response. But now, so all the MVC is on the client, model, view, and collection. So it sends the AJAX request to server, and server gives the JSON data. So and clients handles that data and make it true application with that data. So see how easy it's to create the real rich JavaScript applications. It's a small world. Let's conquer it by our rich JavaScript applications. By the way, this was also the JavaScript application. Thank you. I'm looking forward to your rich applications.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. Okay, this is all the presenters. Let me share the winner of this lightning talk and join the beer bash later. Thank you.
Okay, from here on, we are going to start the Rakuten Technology Awards 2012. Sorry, we don't have a break time between this. Okay, the award, yes, sorry. So the award will be given to individuals and organizations that have contributed the most for technology development and growth in this year. Okay. Sorry for the interrupt. Sorry. 大丈夫。どうですか？ブレイクタイムありですか？ブレイクタイムないって言っちゃったんですけど。なんかちょっと今安武さんがステージ上に上がられたので、判断を今森さんが着席を呼びかけていただいて。あ、そうですか。やるからってことで、そうですか。なってるね。じゃあ10分間ぐらい休憩します？Okay, sorry, we will have a 5 minutes break time. And then after that, we will have the award. Sorry, so thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, we would like to start the Rakuten Technology Awards. So please take your seat. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting. From here on, we are going to start the Rakuten Technology Awards 2012. The award will be given to individuals and organizations that have contributed the most for technology development and growth in this year. The award winners have been selected by the Technology Conference Award Selection Committee, comprising Mr. Yukihiro Matsumoto, Fellow of Rakuten Institute of Technology, and Mr. Hiroaki Yasutake, Director and Senior Executive Officer at Rakuten Inc. There are 1 gold award and 2 silver and 2 ruby awards this year, so we use ruby for these awards instead of bronze. So for Ruby, the award, the presenter will be Executive Officer and Department Manager, Rakuten Inc., Ms. Kaoru Tanaka. There are 2 winners of the Ruby Award in this year. The first winner is Head of the Ruby Association, Secretariat and Director, the Applied Communications Resource Center of Network Company Limited, Mr. Shugo Maeda. Congratulations! Mr. Maeda has joined Ruby development since 1997 and contributed to the growth of Ruby for more than 15 years. He created the coding standards, proposed specifications, and implemented features. He has sustained Ruby behind the scenes. We evaluate his wide contribution and achievements highly. Mr. Maeda has got a trophy and kobo. Congratulations! So, Mr. Maeda, congratulations. Please give us a word. What do you feel?
It's a great honor to receive this award. I'm working for Ruby for 15 years, so I'm a bit tired. But I've got motivated by this award, so I can work harder from now on. Thank you.
Okay, please continue. Thank you very much. Mr. Maeda. Okay, let's move to the second winner of the Ruby Award is Director Show Asia Company Limited, Ms. Akiko Iwakiri. Congratulations. Ms. Iwakiri has coordinated and supported Debusami, one of the biggest open engineer events for more than 10 years from the start. Moreover, Ms. Iwakiri has challenged contribution to Japan recovery from March 11th as a core member of Hack for Japan. We evaluate her passionate activities, providing opportunities of communication, acknowledgement, learning, contribution, and challenge for engineers in Japan. Ms. Iwakiri got a trophy and kobo. Congratulations!
突然のご指名で私だけずるっこで日本語でスピーチをさせていただく許可をいただいたので日本語でさせていただきます。今回楽天テクノロジーアワードに選んでいただいて本当にありがとうございます。私は会社の立場で、商営社という会社でデベロッパーズサミットというイベントを10年やらせていただきました。毎年3000名を超える方のお申し込みを頂戴して、延べ、10年間で800人の方にスピーカーをしていただいたイベントです。でここで伝えたかったことは多分今日の楽天テクノロジーカンファレンスで伝えたかったこととそんなに変わらないんじゃないかと思ってるんですけれども、世の中を端的に変えられるのは私はデザイナーとデベロッパーと政治家だとずっと思っています。でちょっと今政治家が分が悪いので、今ソーシャルというか社会の関心が世の中を変えるというふうに言いたいなと思ってるんですけれども、コードがこんなに社会の中で重要なポジションになっている世の中の中で皆さんがぜひ日々の開発の中でスマートでエコでかっこよくてハートフルなシステムやサービスをぜひ作っていただいて、日本を世界をぜひ良くしていただきたいと、そういうことをぜひ応援している応援しながら年を取っていきたいなというふうに思っています。今回のショーでますます元気に皆さん応援したいなと思いました。本当にどうもありがとうございました。
Thank you very much. Please give me a big round of applause for Miss Akiko Iwakiri. Thank you very much. Okay, next we will announce the winner of the Silver Award. The award presenter will be Executive Officer and Senior Section Manager, Mr. Takao Shiono of Rakuten Inc. The first winner is the Silver Award is Mr. Jeff Patton. Congratulations! Mr. Patton has led agile software development, especially product management area for more than 10 years. He has hosted the mailing list Agile Usability since 2004 and grown it to be a beneficial place which both of the Agile and UK consultants attend. In recent years, Mr. Patton hosted a workshop in Tokyo and made a practical inference on engineer communities in Japan. And Mr. Patton got trophy and kobo. Congratulations, Mr. Patton. So please give us a few words. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a great honor to receive this award. I'm very selfish. What I love to do is make software, and I love to make software that other people like. And my only goal in life is to make the world safe for people who like to do the same thing. It's a wonderful honor to participate, to work here in Japan and help with that. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu, Mr. Patton. Thank you very much. Okay. I'm going to continue. The second winner of the Silver Award is Mr. Yuichi Ikejiri. Congratulations, Mr. Ikejiri. Mr. Ikejiri has led the engineer community Janogu for Internet Network Business in Japan as a chairman for 5 years and have been engaged in managing the community and making efforts to provide opportunities of information sharing. We evaluate his activities as adding value to the Internet. Congratulations!
Thank you very much. I'm Yuichi Ikejiri. I have been a chairman of Janago community for 5 years, since 2007. Janago community and Japan Network Operators Group has 6,000 members from various companies like internet service providers, telecom carrier, content providers, and equipment vendors, and so on. So that the Janag's activities not done by just one person, but that's the result of all the members' activities for that community. So I would like to dedicate this award to all the members of Janag community. And Janag community have been having lots of discussion on how we can make the internet stable and scalable from the view of network engineers and operators for end users to be able to use their application and web services through the internet smoothly. But recently, as cloud services and web services advance, I think there's some kind of collaboration between network engineers and web service engineers is becoming needed and important. So I'll be glad that if this award could be the good opportunity to start thinking how we can work together to make end user happy. Last but not least, the Januk community will have the next meeting, Januk 31, in Tokyo and Roppongi on January 24th and 25th, hosted by Greece. So let's meet together again at the meeting too. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much and congratulations, Mr. Ikejiri. Thank you. Okay, well, we will announce the last prize, the Gold Award. The presenter for this will be Managing Director and Senior Executive Officer, Mr. Hiroaki Yasutake of Rakuten Inc. Okay, the last award is the Gold Award. It goes to Architect Conveys Inc., Mr. Kosuke Kawaguchi. Congratulations! Mr. Kawaguchi developed Jenkins, a famous open source software enabling engineers to do continuous integration, which is one of the most essential practice in an easy and automatic way. Currently, over 31,000 sites install Jenkins, and it's estimated that 500,000 users utilized it. We highly evaluate his achievements and hold expectations for his future work. Congratulations, Mr. Kawaguchi. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. I get way too much fun out of doing these projects that sometimes I really get surprised that I feel like I'm getting too much credit, more than I deserve, because this really is a community project. In particular in Japan, we have a very strong community with incredible people in it. And so if you're looking for some fun project to work on, we got a lot of work to be done, and we'll just keep on keeping on. So please join us for the fun. Once again, thank you very much for this award.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kawaguchi. I like your smile. Thank you. So please give them a round of applause for everyone. Thank you. Congratulations. So for concludes our conference today, Director and Senior Executive Officer, Rakuten Inc., Mr. Hiroaki Yasutake will give us a word.
Okay, it's time to close. And first of all, so I'd like to say thank you for all of you joining this Rakuten Technology Conference 2012 today. Now we've just celebrated the award winners, and congratulations again. And I'm really happy to have this great opportunity to celebrate award winners with all of you. Because the purpose of this Rakuten Technology Award is to show the evolution of the technology and the web by celebrating the persons who achieved a great work. And so I'd like to ask all of you giving a big applause to all winners again, please. Congratulations. One of the big change of this technology conference was, as you know, Englishnization. I want to know how you feel this challenge. Was it good or you enjoyable? So if you enjoy or feel comfortable today, I think I recommend you to think about joining Rakuten because you can survive in this company. Yes, I think so. Many of you, especially Japanese, feel the border between Japan and outside of Japan is quite low today in this place. Today, so we invite many guest speakers from overseas and Japan's. That's a great opportunity to know and learn latest technology topic. This is one of advantage. I think this is one of advantage of Englishization. And I really appreciate all speakers for your great contribution today. I want to ask all of you again and to them give to the all speakers big applause. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was a great day.
And the subtitle of the technology conference of this time is It's Small World. So do you feel that it's small world now? So actually, so our CEO, Mickey, now is on a plane, maybe, and to go to the Stanford University to make a speech. And I think it's very small world. And now we are connecting with many tech guys and many entrepreneurship around the world. And so I hope all of you feel today, and it's small world, the sense of the small world today here in Rakuten Tower. And so I want to tell you one more thing. Making this event successful, many volunteer staff from Rakuten DU has been working very hard. So I'm honored to introduce our staff to you and say thank you for your great contribution. So you can see this colorful wear around you, and please give them a big applause. Thank you again. Okay, finally, I'd like to close this event, but this is not the end of this event. We have a party at 13th floor, and so let's join the party, and please enjoy and communicate with each other. I hope Japanese is also available. Okay, Rakuten is aiming to become a global company to survive a tough competition against the global competitors. So we'll continue to do our best and create a new value and by utilizing technologies. Thank you for joining today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yasutake. Thank you. So now we conclude the conference today. Thank you very much for attending today. And I hope you spend a really good time here. And from 6:30, we have a party on the 13th floor. So please attend our party again. And so we look forward to seeing you there. And have a good time and good night there. Good night. Thank you.